Let me feel your love again.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This video is going to be partially a voiceover and partially you're going to see me. Let's talk about what I made for dinner. Night one, pork chops. I preheated my oven to 350. This is what you're going to need. Potatoes, squash, zucchini, pork chops, obviously, brown sugar, and salt and pepper. So what I did was I took 1/3 cup of brown sugar and just put it in a bowl. And then I had my salt and pepper, and I did 2 teaspoons of salt and then 1.5 teaspoons of pepper. I mixed everything together because I'm lazy and didn't want to get another spoon, because why dirty more dishes when you don't have to? So I just stirred that up with the measuring cup. Who else does that? Tell me I'm not alone. Then I lined my pan with foil, put the pork chops in, and then just covered that with that brown sugar, salt, and pepper mixture. I found a sort of recipe that had to do with brown sugar and pepper, so then I added salt, put it in the oven, and I ended up, the pork chops are very thin, so I ended up putting it in for about 35. Then cut up squash, cut up zucchini, and then cut up potatoes. Then put it in a Ziploc and just put a ton of different spices on it. Honestly, can't even tell you what I did. You've seen me do this so many times. There's my husband. Shake. All right, let's put it on the sheet pan. Let's put it on the pan. You know what I mean.
'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place.
There they are. They look disgusting, but maybe they're good. I'm gonna have my husband try the pork chop and see how it is.
It looks yummy.
It smells very peppery. Try it with a knife. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Is it good?
That's pretty dang good.
Is it too peppery?
No, it's really
You like
good.
it? Awesome, guys. I guess it's a win. The vegetables we already know we like. So if you decide to make this, I'm just going to say I just tried it and it is very peppery. So if you don't like pepper, I would do less pepper.
Just the two of us and we can stay up all night.
All right, night 2. Joseph's not even home. I'm just gonna make dinner for myself and he can have leftovers. I think I'm gonna do stuffed bell peppers. If you've watched any of my cooking videos, you know I'm not following just one recipe. I'm just taking a bunch of things from different recipes. So just letting you know that, so that if you're looking for a recipe in the comments, I probably don't remember what I did. So I'll record it. So hopefully you can just follow along. So let's go. All right, first thing I did was preheat my oven to 350 and made up some ground beef / ground turkey mixture. There's about probably a pound in there. I got the rice, I got the garlic powder and tomato sauce. And then I had 2 green peppers that I decided that's what I was gonna use. Made the rice, you can just follow the instructions, but I ended up doing 1/2 cup of just some white rice and put that all in the pot. And then I did a cup of water. All right, while the rice is cooking, I'm actually gonna do it this way. I know a lot of people do this, but I'm gonna do it different because of course I am. Why would I not? So I just halved them like that. Then I added a bunch of spices to the meat. Use whatever you want. I used so many different ones. Let me know down below what you use. I'm gonna take some zucchini because extra veggies. Ew, that looks disgusting. Let's do larger pieces. I'm just gonna put some in here and not cut my finger. Hopefully. Do you guys prefer the voiceover or this? Let me know, because the voiceover is a little bit easier because normally Jensen's awake, but let me know if you like the other. Once the zucchini was in there, then I just added the cooked rice in it, and then I was like, let's add some tomato sauce. So I did about, 1/2 can, probably, approximately, who knows, and then added some mozzarella cheese and stirred it all together. Put all these in here, and don't be sad for this guy. We'll just lean him up, it's all good. And now I'm gonna fill it. Then I filled up the peppers, put more mozzarella cheese on top. Can you really ever have enough cheese? And then I covered it with foil and I popped it in the oven real quick. I'm gonna start with 30 minutes, like one recipe said. And then I'm gonna check it, take the foil off, and go from there. So I took it out to check it just to see if the peppers were done, and they were still really hard. So I ended up just taking the foil off, putting it back into the oven for 6 minutes, and then checked it again. And they're done. I will probably make a big salad or something to go with those for Joseph, but they look pretty darn good. Let me know if you make these regularly, because they are super easy.
Kissing under street lights, doing what we want to.
All right, night 3. We are making something that I don't remember what it's called. I'm actually gonna follow a recipe, so I will link the recipe down below. It's a sweet potato black bean casserole. So let's just go. The boys are upstairs, so if you hear something, that's what it is. Started by preheating the oven to 400. Things you're gonna need: sweet potato, some cheese, salsa, bell pepper. It says green, I think, but I'm doing red because, you know. Salt, pepper, garlic salt, ground cinnamon, black beans, diced tomatoes, and tortillas. So it's called for 1 sweet potato, but I'm actually gonna do 2 because, you know, and I'm gonna peel it with my cool peeler. I partially peeled the potatoes because I like skin, and I just put it in there for about 3 minutes. And then I chopped up some red pepper. I'm not exactly sure, I can't remember what the recipe called for, but I ended up just using half of a bell pepper. So you could always do more. I washed it, did all that, and then just chopped it up pretty fine, just so that it wasn't in huge chunks. And then I chopped up the potatoes once they came out. They looked so weird because they'd been partially cooked. Then I grabbed a teaspoon, and I did a teaspoon of garlic salt. I did half teaspoon of cinnamon, which I thought was kind of a cool thing. I really like cinnamon. Let me know, do you like cinnamon? And then once that was in there, I added the black beans. I drained them really well. I think that's what the recipe said to do. And then I did the diced tomatoes. It looks kind of pretty. And then I just stirred everything up so it was well mixed together. And once that was done, I added some red peppers because you know that I use crushed red peppers and everything. Then I got my measuring cup out and I added 1 cup of chunky salsa. I put about half of that, I was going to say half, but it probably was a little bit more, on the bottom of the pan and just smoothed it around so that it kind of covered as much as I could. And then I grabbed a tortilla. All I had were whole wheat tortillas. What are your favorite kinds? Because I don't love whole wheat tortillas, but that's all I had. I put it on the bottom. I ended up just using 1 on the bottom because I kind of thought, is this going to get soggy and kind of gross? Well, you'll find out what we thought in a little bit. But I just covered the bottom, and then I took the mixture that I had made and layered that right on top of it. I just think it looks so pretty. I love pretty foods. And then I repeated it. Are you shocked? Are you totally shocked? I assume not. Just repeated it. Salsa, tortillas. This time I did 2 instead so I could cover it better. And then once the tortillas were all on there, I put the rest of the mixture on top of that. And then guess what I added? Can you guess? Can you guess before I get there? Cheese. I added some taco style cheese all to the top of it because like I said before, we love cheese. Love, love, love. Then I put it in the oven, and once I had it in the oven, I didn't cover it or anything like that. I put it in there for 20 minutes. And then I took it out and let's see it. Beautiful. It looked so delicious. I have my husband try it because he's definitely more picky than I am. So we'll see. I also put sour cream out to try. Okay, a real honest review.
That's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
What does it taste like? I'm going to taste it in a second, but.
I don't know. It's like a taco salad, but like it's got a little bit of sweetness to it because of the sweet potato and the.
And no lettuce.
Yeah, no lettuce, but like cinnamon in it. It's good.
Yay! Okay, let me know if you try this one. I'll leave the recipe down below. There's several things though that I didn't put in it from the recipe because I didn't have it. Okay, so I think that next time I'm gonna do less cinnamon than the recipe called for, and I'm not gonna do tortillas in it. I think we decided.
The cinnamon's a little bit too much.
Yeah, so we're gonna do no tortillas. I'm gonna try it again. I think we're gonna actually eat it with like chips on it. What do you think, Jensen? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Do what we need to do. Staying up all night.